If you have a funny bone or are just itching to get out on the stage, the Lancaster Improv Players, they're always welcoming new talent. The group has been entertaining audiences for a decade.
It's definitely in Fox 43 Robert Stover's wheelhouse. We know that. He's live at the theater in Lancaster with more on how you can get involved in this. It's a great opportunity for so many people, maybe to branch out too, Robert.
Absolutely. You know what? I think I used a little of my improv skills when I scaled the building a few weeks ago. I know I brought up my grandmother, but what is one to do when they're scaling 10 feet down? But joining me for the first time this morning is Kate Nix with Lancaster Improv Players. So Kate, the first question I want to ask, who is your group? Because you've been doing this now the group has existed for 10 years, but for those who might have not seen a performance, tell us what Lancaster Improv Players does.
Lancaster Improv Players is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to making Lancaster a funnier place. So whether you join us for a show or you attend one of our classes to get in on the fun, we're all making Lancaster a funnier place together.
Now, when I think of improv, I think don't say no and don't say yes and. So for those watching at home, what exactly is the theatrical art of improv?
Well, improv is basically anything you make up on stage, you know? Like, yes and is a huge tenet of what we do here, but yes and is more like a theology than it is an exact thing that you say on stage. You want to accept the base reality and play in the same sort of space as all your comrades on stage. So it's about, you know, using the collective imagination to create a story, whether that story's funny, dramatic. We tend to focus on the funny here, but there's all types of improv.
And it's not only those, you know, who can watch improv, but people can actually participate in your classrooms and your workshops. What are those and how do people get involved if they're interested?
Typically people start with a 101, which is like our base level improv class. It teaches you your yes and, your how to speak to people on stage. It's great for help with public speaking roles like yourself. And that's typically how people join us as far as like classes or performances. But if taking a class is maybe a little bit more than you're ready for, we do have 3 free jams in a month. And that's kind of like a music jam where everybody joins in together and performs either games or scenes helped by a host. But anybody can join in on the fun, whether you've done a class or not.
And on top of teaching and performing, like you had mentioned earlier, you're also a nonprofit. So talk to us about some of the community work that you guys do.
A lot of that is actually based on how we help the community with our improv, which is that we have a really robust scholarship program. So anybody who wants to take an improv class can, whether or not they necessarily have the financial means to do so.
That's fantastic. And for anybody watching at home that wants to get involved or just come to a show, any dates upcoming that you want to share for people to get excited about?
Well, we have shows the first 3 weekends of every month. So that means Friday and Saturday this weekend, we have 4 shows coming up. That's Go Bulldogs, which is actually a community show, which means it's not a specific team that practices together all the time. It's various members from around the community who might be on teams, who might not be on teams yet, joining together just to do improv for the fun of it, as well as Saw Jams, which is one of our longest running teams that includes a lot of our organizers and board members. Then Saturday is, oh gosh, what's the date? Alan, help me. What's Saturday? Pandemonium on Saturday at 7, and then Undertow, which is our touring company, at 8:30 on Saturday.
Fantastic. Definitely a lot to look forward to. And I just want to share a quick fun fact before throw it back into the studio. We were just talking off camera, and on a typical day, Kate and Alan, who's off camera right now, wouldn't typically show up until 6 p.m. on most days. So we greatly appreciate you having us here this early. Anybody watching at home that's interested in going out to see a show, sign up for a workshop class. We're going to have a link to their website on our website, fox43.com. Live in Lancaster, Robert Stover, Fox 43 News.
We certainly appreciate them getting up early for us.
We do, and a little improv there to find out the date and what's going on. That was nice work between the two of them.
It was good. We can't wait to see more. We want to see your skills in the next hour, Robert, so get to work, okay? We'll check back in with you soon.